Hey, Teresa G coming in from her cluttered kitchen, and it is Tip Tuesday again. This week I'm doing something a little bit different. I don't know if you want to really necessarily call this tips or just really good information on the kinds of vegetables that you can supplement your dog's diet with, or I guess cats too. I don't know about cats, but I do know about dogs. I have talked to our veterinarian a couple of times about diet, and these are the things that he told me. Also, I wanted to show you a cool chart that I found on the ASPCA website that I've been going by for, I don't know, 2 years now, something like that. And it tells you what they can eat and what they can't, and what you should not give them because it will poison them, or it's just not healthy for some reason or other. Okay, so here we go. Tips on vegetables for dogs. Okay, and as you can see, I have a few types of vegetables right here. I got some broccoli and cauliflower, although you can do this with broccoli. Right, cauliflower. These cauliflower stems that I just chopped up all right. All right, green beans, carrots. Okay. Our dogs do not like crunchy food, and because of that, they were not getting fiber or enough fiber in their canned food and in their snacks. So the doctor, the veterinarian, the last time in June, told me to give them half as many vegetables as I do meat, because I don't like the amount of meat that's in the canned food, and I didn't want them getting used to just canned food, because just canned food isn't necessarily healthy enough. And so originally I was making Zeppel's food, all of it, when she was a puppy, and she liked it, but then she got really sick of the recipes that I was using, and she got really bored. So I started investigating canned food that she would eat. Okay, and when you opened it up, you saw like one little cube of carrot, one little cube of green bean. There wasn't really much in there. And so I started making, I looked online, and Rachel Ray, a bunch of other places had recipes for dog food, and I started making her like doggy stew, beef stew, chicken stew, and it took me forever to find an actual recipe that she would eat without complaint, because she was that picky. As she's gotten older, she's gotten a lot less picky, but she's still a little picky. And I told the doctor that both she and Roxy were not eating the crunchy food. They will not eat it. I've tried many varieties. I've tried several Nutrish. I've tried a couple of Pro Plans. I've tried Blue Buffalo, with no luck. I buy these giant bags and nothing. Okay, so he said what I should do if they're not getting fiber from crunchy food, to add in half the amount of vegetable as I am to meat to top their dog food, because they will not eat dog food just as dog food. I've had that problem too. Alright, so I went to the farmer's market this week. I went to 2 different farmers markets. I went to the one in Washington, and I went to the one in White Township on Route 46 and 519 at the school. And I bought vegetables. I also got a great deal on cauliflower this week at ShopRite. There were 2 for $4. So I bought some cauliflower. So these are the things that the dogs like. Alright, you have to find what they like. Like, just give them like a little piece to smell. If they'll chew it, great. Give it to them another day, see if they'll eat it. You gotta do it a few days in a row. Just like with a little kid who doesn't like, doesn't like certain things, is picky. You gotta give them new foods, little bits, several days in a row, and eventually they'll hopefully like it and eat it. Alright, same thing with dogs. Especially if they're picky eaters. Some dogs will eat anything, all right? And that's how Roxy was for the first year. She'd eat anything. And then at 1 year, she just stopped. All right? So she will not eat crunchy food. Seppa will not eat crunchy food. Doctor said if the only meal she's having is canned food, to put a little bit of real meat, but an equal amount of vegetable. So this is what I've been doing. Also, I went online and did some research. There are several websites that have charts that will show you the things that doctors recommend in human food if you're going to give them human food, okay? Some doctors don't recommend giving human food at all. No snacks, no giving them at the table when they beg, no. Just give them straight dog food. Well, that don't work in this house, okay? I went online, I found this chart at ASPCA. Can your dog eat this? Eat that, all right? Can my dog eat that? Okay? Can my dog eat that? And it breaks it down. Sure, in moderation, not recommended, and no way, okay? And I've been going by this for a couple of years now, all right? Rice, they say rice, but see, when it comes to rice, I go with brown rice. It has more fiber. Okay. Lettuce. I haven't tried lettuce on them yet. I don't know if they like it or not. Bananas. They don't like them. I've tried it. Peanut butter. They like it, but in snacks. They don't like it if I just give it to them and, on something. They don't eat it. Carrots. They love carrots. Okay. Pears. I haven't tried that yet. Spinach. I haven't tried. Fish. Roxy likes fish. Apple. Pumpkin. I put pumpkin in recipes for dog biscuits. They seem to be okay with it. I haven't tried real pumpkin. Meat. Of course, they love meat. All right. And cantaloupe. I haven't tried cantaloupe. All right. I've tried watermelon. They say in moderation. Roxy will eat it. Apple won't. Potatoes. They both don't mind potatoes. I'll put potato in their food sometimes. They like hot dog. Especially those hot dogs that our neighbor gives us sometimes that have venison in them. That he has made up specially. Those they really love. Broccoli. They like broccoli. They like cauliflower. Okay, they do. Tomatoes I haven't tried. Blueberries I've tried. Neither one of them likes it. Strawberry. Roxy will eat it here and there. Apple, same thing. Bread, she loves bread, right? She will grab bread off the table. She will grab it so fast you won't even see her. Woo! She'll zoom. Boom! Up. Grab it. She's grabbed Trevor's bread too many times at dinner time. Even with his fast karate skills, he's not fast enough for the hind legs and the jaw of Roxy. So bread, mushrooms, cheese, they're both lactose intolerant. Alright. So, I go by this whole thing. The only things down here that we've had a little bit of is that I don't understand why they say you can't give them almonds, you can't give them walnuts, you can't give them nuts. But yet they can have peanut butter. That makes no sense. If you make your own peanut butter, or you buy the natural versions, there's nothing in it except nuts. I don't get it. But anyway, go online, get one of these. Stick it on your refrigerator door. That way everybody knows, okay, in the house, okay, what they can have. But these are the vegetables that our dogs will eat. And this is what I do to prep them for the dogs, right? First thing is, of course, I put them in vinegar water and wash them down, scrub them up a little bit, especially these carrots. I did that immediately when I got home from the farmer's market yesterday. Put them right into vinegar water and I cleaned them. All right. And then with carrots, I just take off the little ends. Either I chop them up and put them in the food processor, or I slice them vertically, okay, and then mince them up. The smaller the better, because if they're in bigger chunks, sometimes if they're in bigger chunks, they'll actually spit them out. And then I find them all at the bottom of the bowl. If I do tiny pieces, okay, if I make them really tiny, then they can't spit them out. Okay, they just get stuck in with the beef or the chicken, and they're fine. Okay, all right. So I cut up a couple of them. Okay, and sometimes I'll take a measuring cup. All right, this is a vintage one, but any. All right, and measure out about half the cup. Okay, figure out how many are actually half of the cup. This is a half cup measure, but yeah, you can do a cup measure or whatever. All right, half of them. All right, and then I put them in a microwavable container, a little water, cover them, put them in for 3 minutes, especially the harder vegetables. So broccoli, cauliflower, especially the stems, cauliflower, broccoli, carrot, anything hard, 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. And then I strain them, and I put them in icy water, and then I strain that out, and I freeze it in 1 cup measures, enough for 2 nights. Okay, and I freeze it. Okay. For green beans, wash them, then get them all kind of even. All right, with all this end. Okay, this end, stem end, get them all together. Just cut off that one little end. Okay, and then I chop these, and I put them in a microwave container for 2 minutes until they're bright green, and then I shock them in ice. Same thing, freeze it in a Ziploc bag or in a tiny container. Okay, and I give them half a cup to a quarter to a half cup, depending on the meal, and they like it. Okay, they'll eat green beans. And during the winter, I go and I get the haricot vert at Costco, which are green bean in French. I think haricot is bean. Alright. Verde is green, right? And so that's green bean. With cauliflower, I break it into florets. I cook it, and then I mince it up. Okay. And I use the stems, alright? I cut up that whole center. I peel off the outside of it. I chop off the outside, and I cut it into little sticks. Okay? And look at that. Soft. Alright? And then I chop it up. Refrigerate it in little bags. And like every other day, I'll give them either 1 vegetable or 2 of them. Okay? So. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's just say, alright, I gotta cook these green beans anyway, right? So, put them in. I know I'm using the wrong side of the knife. Don't write me about it. Alright, a little water. Okay, into the microwave oven. Time cook, 2 minutes. Power level, I go like 7. And I turn off the turntable because ours makes weird noise when it goes. No matter how I clean it, no matter how many times I put it back, it makes a weird noise. It's not even that old. It's only like 6 years old. Anyway, so I just do it for 2 minutes. Then I come over here, I strain it out. And then I shock it with ice cold water, icy. Get some ice. Get some ice. Okay. Get some ice. Put it in ice water. Same thing with the carrot. And then I just package it. And the bags, right? Zip bags. I take a dry erase marker. Okay. And I write on it, green beans. And the date, whatever it is, right? See, it's 9, today's 9. 19. Okay, or sometimes instead of just chopping them up, I'll just cook them whole. Actually, I'll come home from Costco usually, take the whole bag of haricot vert. They're already trimmed. Wash them in vinegar water. Rinse them off so there's no vinegar taste, and then stick them in water in the microwave oven in little bunches and microwave them 2 minutes, then shock them, let them cool, dry them off as well as possible, and freeze them in packages of 10 or 11. And I give them each half. I chop it up at the meal, and that's that. This one's hot. I forgot that this microwave container gets kind of hot. Should have used this. Alright, anyway. Alright, I take my strainer. Alright. Strain that. Alright. Put it back in. Alright. Fill it with cold water. No, you can't see that. Whatever. Alright. Okay. Ice it. Alright. And then a couple minutes later, strain it out. Put it in here. Put it in the freezer. I've got green beans. I do the same thing with the carrots. I do the same thing with the cauliflower. I do the same thing with broccoli. Okay? Those are my tips for how to prepare vegetables for your dogs. Make sure your dogs are getting their vegetables if they're not eating crunchy food, if they're not getting their fiber. Check the fiber on all their snacks too. Okay, if they're low in fiber, get them snacks that are high in fiber. Your dogs need their fiber just like you do. Okay, you need your fiber for everything to run smoothly, so do they. So if your dogs are having any kind of gastrointestinal issue, please talk to your vet. And make sure that it's not a disease or an infection or a virus or a parasite. Get all that, check on that. And if they're clear of that, it could be that they're just not getting enough fiber in their diet. Vegetables are the way to go. The higher in fiber a vegetable is, the better. All right, if you're like us and you're doing the canned food, just try to make sure the first 3 ingredients are real things. Meat, chicken liver, chicken hearts, whatever. Vegetables, make sure there are vegetables in there. And then, if you really kind of don't like that, but they like the food, then make sure to do half real meat. Try to get organic or locally sourced or something like that. Cook it up and give them half meat, half vegetable. Half a cup or a quarter cup each of each of them, depending on what else they're eating during the day. If they're getting enough snacks that have some fiber in it, then you can go lower on the meat and vegetable. Or if you're doing actual all food for them, if you're cooking up a stew of some kind for them, then make sure that it has a high amount of meat and vegetable to the rice or potato or starch of some kind. Okay? If your dog can't have grains for some reason, then talk to your doctor about it. Okay? And I'm sure you can work out, maybe he knows of a food that they can eat that you can try. See, that's the other thing. I have to rant for a second. All right? these food companies, they have to start making smaller test bags of all the different kinds of crunchy that you can buy. Spend $1, test it out on your dog. If they'll eat it, then you can buy those big bags, okay? I've been through so many of these big bags, which they will not eat, okay? I have to end up giving them all to Common Sense for Animals or somebody because the dogs won't eat them, okay? Can the companies please start making test bags? Nutrish, Halo, Purina, all of them, okay? Make test bags. I know some of the smaller companies that I can find at the health food stores for dogs. They have testers, okay? Testers. We need testers for these crunchy foods, okay? That's enough of that. Okay, so if you found this informative, please press like, of course subscribe, press the little bell, share the videos, and come back again to Reese's Pleasure Kitchen for more fun. Bye.